Diversification in your domain portfolio means covering lots of different market conditions and changes. New domainers are often eager to buy an expensive one-word domain and hope to reap the profits once it matures. What these new domainers fail to realize is that unless they construct a diverse portfolio, their standalone domains are often unable to cope with any sort of blip in the market for domains. All it takes is a sharp revaluation of one type of domain or a downturn in an industry, and they suddenly find themselves with a bunch of low-value domains that aren't even worth renewing. In this section, I'll give you a brief overview of how you can improve the robustness of your portfolio in order to always have different domain names to offer to the market regardless of fluctuating conditions. Let's consider 3 different methods. Number 1, diversify your chosen industries. When an entire industry hits a slump, the price of domain names in that industry go right along with it as demand for sites in that industry fall. For instance, if a recession hits and the financial services industry withers as a result, then so too will the prices of financial service domains. This is precisely why it's important to diversify your domain portfolio across industry lines. When doing this, you should think long and hard how best to diversify without sacrificing too much freedom and without pushing yourself too far away from the industries in question. One quick way in which you can do this is to start by picking 10 relatively unrelated industries. For instance, you might pick from the following list: golf, health, software, automobiles, pets, internet marketing, bankruptcy, marriage counseling, diet and exercise, and boating. If you consider these carefully, you'll notice 3 important things about this list. The first is that some of the industries, golf, automobile, and boating, do well when the economy is doing well. Others, like marriage counseling and bankruptcy, do well when the economy is doing poorly. And the others don't appear to be strongly connected to the business cycles either way. By taking this into consideration when you build your portfolio, you can hedge against losses that less thoughtful domainers could be wiped out by. This goes a long way toward making your portfolio robust. Number 2, your chosen TLD types, top-level domains. There is absolutely no disputing the fact that .com is still king and will be for the foreseeable future. Good .com domain names regularly sell for 5 to 10 times more money than their not as popular counterparts. Not only do they sell for much higher prices, but they sell much, much faster. Most U.S. businesses want and need .com domains. For these reasons, I choose to focus the majority of my domaining efforts on .com domains. I find them to make sales much, much easier and bring much bigger profits. That being said, there's nothing wrong with a little diversification with TLDs, as long as you choose good, market-friendly domains. While it's highly unlikely .com will ever go out of favor, having a few .net or .org and some other varieties of TLDs can be beneficial. In short, there are no hard and fast rules about top-level domain portfolio composition, but it's wise to spend time considering whether you're taking on an inordinate amount of risk by piling up lots of domains from the same country code or from the same generic top-level domain. But again, if you're buying and selling primarily .com domains, this is not much of a concern. Number 3, diversify by price range. When starting out, I recommend finding domains by scouring the expired domain lists that are available every day. Did you know that close to 100,000 domains expire every single day? And among all those domains are quite a few valuable gems every single day. Hand register a few that meet the criteria of a highly marketable domain for business, and that will cost you approximately $10 or less each. You can often find registrar coupons to register domains for as little as $1 or $2. And as you build up your portfolio, some of the domains will have immediate market value of $100 or $200, and some will have an immediate value of $1,000 or $2,000 or more. In some cases, upwards of $10,000. The idea is to have a wide range of domains suiting different budgets and different markets. Once you gain experience and have a few sales under your belt, you may want to venture into buying domains from people who already have them registered. The exact price range you pick will depend on your initial budget and your plans. However, focusing on secondary domain names in the $100 to $200 range is often a good place to start. Number 4, embrace the secondary market for more offers and bigger profits. You'll come to hear about the primary domain market and the secondary domain market as you become familiar with domaining. The primary market simply refers to domain names that have never been registered before. The secondary market refers to domains that have been or currently are registered by someone. Typically, there are far greater opportunities for acquiring the best domains within the secondary market. The reason's simple. There's a much smaller percentage of primary market domains available than secondary. All the best buying, selling, and trading activity is primarily within the secondary market. If you purchase a domain that's auctioned for at least $100 and you choose it well within the secondary market, there's a good chance that the value will change within a year or two of the purchase date. The bulk of the secondary market is made up of mid-range price domains. These are the types of domains that provide the best trade-off between transaction costs, like monitoring, maintenance, and re-registration costs, and risk, like spreading out risk across many mid-price domains rather than a few expensive ones. I personally recommend that you construct portfolios almost entirely out of these domains.